Hello, military and aerospace enthusiasts. Welcome to our channel, Deep Dive Defense. Over here we take a deep look from unusual angles, which may challenge your mind. So let's dive right in. Today's topic is the Haj-Qassem Solid Propellant Medium-Range Ballistic Missile. While for Iran's Aerospace Industries Organization's Solid Propellant Division, the Fateh 110 was the platform of the 2000s, and the Zulfiqar a platform of the 2010s, the Haj-Qassem represents the third platform developed for the 2020s. As a product of the Defense Ministry, it leverages the extensive production infrastructure built over the past 2 decades for its predecessors. This new missile is advanced but clearly primarily designed for high-volume production, setting it apart from the missiles developed by the IRGC Aerospace Force Self-Sufficiency Jihad Organization, such as the Khaybar-Shekan or Fateh series, which focus on special-purpose missions. Despite this difference, the Haj-Qassem possesses special capabilities that few other missiles in its class have. To incorporate new capabilities, the Haj-Qassem platform was scaled up in size with a larger diameter booster compared to the Zulfiqar and Desfoul. The latest member of the Zulfiqar platform, the Desfoul, was able to reach northeastern Israel with its 1,000-kilometer range, Iran's primary regional adversary. Achieving such a range with a compact missile like the Desfoul was already impressive in itself. The goal with the Haj-Qassem was to increase the range to 1,400 kilometers in the first iteration of this new platform. This range not only covers all of Israel, but also includes bases used by regional adversaries' air power assets, which suppression is a primary goal quickly after the outbreak of a high-intensity conflict. While the Desfoul had to fly a minimum energy trajectory to achieve its 1,000-kilometer range, the Haj-Qassem is designed to avoid exo-atmospheric ballistic missile interceptors, like Arrow 3, by flying on a highly depressed trajectory as a default. Hence, compared to the Desfoul, the Haj-Qassem has some features of aeroballistic missiles added to it. Such a depressed trajectory decreases its range, but allows for a faster travel time, greatly improving the time of arrival, an important metric of any missile weapon. For a missile with 1,400-kilometer range flying on a depressed trajectory to remain as compact as the Haj-Qassem means that Iran further advanced its weight reduction of the missile structure. This was achieved by introducing a new production technique for the steel alloy motor casing while still keeping the design simple for the strict cost requirements, such as not using thrust vector control like other missiles in this class. Jet vane thrust vectoring like in the Iskander and Sigil ballistic missile is technology that Iran had already mastered by the mid-2000s, but are not sufficiently cost-efficient for a missile like Haj-Qassem. Additionally, the compactness and simplicity of the layout allow it to be launched from low-cost transporter erector launcher vehicles, which remain small enough to be disguised as civilian trucks. Like its predecessors, the Desfoul and Zulfiqar, the Haj-Qassem has a similar maneuverable re-entry vehicle, MARV, that separates from the booster to reduce drag, radar cross-section, and increase the ballistic coefficient for a potential glide phase. It is not fully clear whether the Desfoul MARV is a simple wind-corrected precision MARV that directly descends on a ballistic trajectory during its re-entry, or if it can perform evasive maneuvers to defeat atmospheric ballistic missile defenses. It's also not confirmed whether it performs skip trajectory maneuvers via pop-ups that increase the glide range and total range of the missile. While the MARV looks externally similar to the previous MARVs of the Zulfiqar and Desfoul, it appears likely that after years of using this type of MARV, new trajectory functions were added with increasing knowledge about the re-entry regime and hypersonic speeds that occur there. Therefore, with most hardware already in place for more advanced MARV functions, it is likely that software upgrades may have added new evasive and glide functionalities, and higher accuracy inertial measurement unit that could remain active throughout the flight without a mid-course satellite navigation system update and endure re-entry G-forces, could allow such an advanced evasive MARV, albeit at higher costs. While simple periodic evasive maneuvering around the ideal ballistic trajectory can be achieved with a cruder inertial measurement unit, pseudo-random evasive maneuvering is the most effective evasive technique. Here, the MARV arrives on a wrong trajectory, and the random evasive maneuvering eventually leads it to hit the desired target. The Haj-Qassem, as a weapon for the Aerospace Force, can defeat the Arrow 3, and under some conditions the US Standard Missile 3, and other exo-atmospheric interceptors, by flying below their engagement envelope. Its MARV potentially performs complex evasive maneuvers to defeat endo-atmospheric ballistic missile interceptors. However, as a cost-driven, volume quantity-oriented product of the Defense Ministry, it is likely not designed to defeat the full spectrum of possible adversary ballistic missile defenses, such as the high-end and highly expensive THAAD system or the future Aero 4. When considering the complete missile force structure of IRGC's aerospace forces, it's possible that this product is intended for phases of conflict or regions of adversary airspace, where ballistic missile defenses that pose a threat are not present or have been degraded. Externally, the Haj-Qassem can be easily identified by its unusual 8 aft stabilization fins and a MARV that resembles that of the Desful with minor differences, suggesting a warhead weight between 500 and 600 kilograms. In the future, it is expected that the next member of the Haj-Qassem platform will adopt more advanced MARV technology, potentially a glide vehicle, similar to that of the K-Bar Shikan II. It has already been stated that the next member of the family will have a range of 1,800 kilometers. The addition of a higher lift-to-drag ratio MARV could significantly increase the missile's range without adding notable costs. Achieving 1,800-kilometer range with a single-stage missile, flying on a less energy-efficient depressed trajectory to defeat ballistic missile defenses, would be impressive in the worldwide comparison. The platform apparently achieves this without using more expensive composite material solutions. Thus, the aerospace force will acquire a low-cost, highly tactical weapon system with high survivability and rapid response capability, capable of deterring adversary air power by targeting their home bases within a 1,400 to 1,800 kilometer radius from Iran, hence covering the entire region. Over time, the Haj-Qassem will replace the Desful in the production line. Its excess range can be used for utilizing different warhead options, with heavier ones for shorter range missions and variants equipped with sub-munitions for improved destructive power. So that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video and like our work, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. We will try our best to answer your comments. Your support would be greatly appreciated and motivates to produce more content in the future. Thank you, and have a great day.